Hey there. Welcome back to the Golf Week Amateur Tour, the podcast. Chris, should we tell people how to join the tour?
Of course. Whether you're a seasoned member or just tuning in to learn more, we're here to help you dive into the ins and outs of the tour. If you've been on the fence about joining, there's no better time than now. It's a fantastic way to play competitive golf, meet other passionate golfers, and step up your game.
Registration is open. All you need to do is go to amateurgolftour.net. Click Join the Tour button and pay your local tour's membership dues.
And if you want to keep up with all things Golf Week Amateur Tour, make sure you're subscribed and listening to the podcast on your favorite platform. Don't forget to download each episode, share it with your golf buddies, and if you're enjoying the show, drop us a like and a review. Your feedback helps us grow the community and reach more golfers just like you. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's get into today's episode.
Welcome back, Chris. It's end of February. We're heading into March. I'm not really sure where the time went, but it's flying by, buddy.
Yeah, it's going by real quick. I mean, like you said, it's already March, and I don't even know where January and February went. And March is the kickoff of maybe about half the tours around the country, and then full sailing after that.
Yeah. So over the last few weeks, obviously we've had more and more tours start. I mean, you've had a couple events that we'll talk about them near the end. So everybody really should, whether you stick around to the end or not, normally you really should today, because we need to get into what's going on in El Paso, and hopefully straighten some things out.
Let's get it started.
Let's get started.
Ladies and gentlemen, Golf Week Amateur Tour proudly presents Golf Week Amateur Tour, the podcast, talking about all things Golf Week Amateur Tour, including interviews with tour directors, players, and course professionals. Now here are your hosts, Tim Newman and El Paso Las Cruces Tour Director, Chris Rocha.
Again, Chris, welcome back. And, really before we get into this week's episode, I need to revisit last episode, because, some of the feedback we got, really warmed my heart. The segments that we did with John, some of the feedback we got with that, and really with feedback we got from about Jared Stansel. It was really good to hear and read some of the comments that were obviously posted on social media, but some of the things that were sent by email as well.
Yeah, they were just coming in like crazy. It's great to hear the inspirational words he had, and there was really no hatred or bad mindsets or anything that came out of his mouth. He was just, he caught me off guard with his, he's not drinking. Well, I hope he's not drinking. He's 13? But
no, he's a junior in high school.
Okay, but still, that's what I'm saying.
Still, he should be. Well, see, I'm saying like a junior in high school should be throwing him back. That's not what I did when I was a junior in high school. There's no
right. But even my members that listen, they had great words to say. So it was a great interview. I'm glad we were able to have him at the beginning of the year. And if he gets, anytime he gets better, I might have to come out and have a round with him, because it sounds like it'd be a fun round.
Yeah, it really would be. And again, it just goes to show you, we are truly a tour for everybody. There's a spot here for everybody. Open, welcoming, bring
male,
cash.
Female.
Male, female, bring cash. We'll take cash. But seriously.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, you guys will take cash. I just donate when I play. So anyway. Well, let's get into the whole idea of what we got going on this weekend. We've got, or this episode, we're going to talk to our last and newest tour director.
Yep.
We've got all the winners from the first senior regional, and by the way, that was fun. the weather generally, or the last couple of years at Sea Pines for the Senior Icebreaker has been really, really cold. Last year was cold, wet, rainy, windy. Had a lot of those things, but this year it was really nice. So looking forward to talking to those winners. And again, we've got to stick around for the end because we had to talk about what's going on.
There's nothing going on. It was just a bad weekend.
I know. That's what the problem is. So, why don't you go ahead and introduce our next guest?
Tim, as we finish our series on our new directors, we mentioned this way back when, how we had so many new directors join our crazy family as it is for golf weekend and senior directors. We're getting close to the end, and it's great to have our next guest join the show to let us know what he's all about. And I know he's excited to start his tour, and we're glad to have this tour back on our roster.
Yeah, I'm really glad to have it back on the roster. And like you said, the crazy family that is the Golf Week Amateur Tour. We'll just leave it at that. Especially, now that we're really getting into the season again, right? We have a little bit of lull, we have a good time, but now the craziness is really starting to pick up. It's the end of February. When March hits, a ton of tours really start playing, and when April hits, everybody's rolling. But let's just go ahead and bring him in. There we go. Yeah, but I've been doing this. I keep hitting the wrong button over and over and over again. Julio, number one, welcome to the tour. So glad to have you, and welcome to the podcast. It's been an adventure trying to get you on, but you're here now. So welcome.
Thank you so much.
So, you're Pacific Northwest. Tell us a little bit about yourself and why you'd want to even join this craziness that is the Golf Week Amateur Tour.
Well, had you asked me that question a month and a half ago, I was gung ho as heck, right? And then it really set in. I think both Jens told me it's gonna get here quicker than you think. Boy, were they right, because it's a lot. A little about myself. I'm born and raised Pacific Northwest, Salem, Oregon. Spent 4 years in the military, stationed down in California. Did a little stint over at Desert Storm. But other than that, I've been here my whole life. I think playing in so many different tournaments all over, with different groups and whatever. I think a buddy of mine that also played in the Golf Week Amateur Tour and has joined us now, we both, our selling point to the guys we're trying to get in is that was nationals. The 2 years that I went, it was absolutely the best 2 years, or the best two events I've been in. I mean, the golf was great, the tournament or the courses were great and everything, but it was the people. That's what really blew us away. Is all the people we met, from all over the country, and just as much, all the fun we had with everybody.
Yeah, and Chris, that's the theme of just about everybody we talk to. It's we play great courses, but it's really the people and the connections and the interactions, that we have and that we make.
Yeah, we hear it all the time, but now for somebody on the far West Coast to say that that's one of their favorites, to travel across the country to play the Nationals, I don't want to hear no excuses from anybody now from us West Coast people.
And it is a trip. It is a chore to get there, but I tell everybody, it's going to take you a while to get there. It's a full day of travel, but when you get there, you're going to have the best time.
So what is that travel like? Walk us through the time that you leave your house to the time that you get here in Hilton Head. What's that look like?
Well, there's always going to be a connecting flight somewhere. There's no direct flights from Portland to Hilton Head, even, I think there's a Charlotte connection, but usually there's a connecting flight somewhere. And I think the least amount of time I spent in Atlanta or Boston was probably about 2.5 hours, but it's usually a little bit of a wait you know. You just, after the first year, where you just kind of, I wouldn't say you're used to it, but, you expect it.
Expect it,
But
right?
I think it was just knowing that we're going to be in a really cool place to play golf, and just dealing with the weights and all that stuff. It's, but, waiting in an airport is not great. You're just sitting there doing nothing. Play on your phone or play on your computer or whatever, and whatever. But once you touch down in South Carolina, and you get there and you go and eat at these great places, and it's just,
And the weather's nice.
and the weather's way nicer. Yeah.
See,
Usually in October, we're starting to get some rain up here, and it's starting to get nasty in it. But, I don't think there was a bad day when we were there those 2 years.
Yeah. I was going to say, I'm not comfortable when I'm there until I know my golf bag is in my hands. That's when I feel comfortable and happy that I made the trip, because that, like you said, that 2-3 hour layaway or layover is the longest, not knowing if your bag's going to make it on your plane or not.
Well, Julio, I just wake up here, so travel for me is really pretty easy.
Must be nice.
It must be nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us about, what you've got on the schedule this year. I say you've got, today's the 24th. You've got an event coming up in just a couple of days.
Well, we actually pushed that out a little bit. I think I was a little optimistic as far as,
okay,
doing a kickoff. Got a lot of people say they want to play, but nobody's really, I had a hard time getting people to sign up, but it's picking up. But
okay,
I wanted to give everybody an extra couple of weeks. We have an event at my home course, a one-man scramble here in 2 weeks. So I think what I'm going to do is go push it out. And I already went ahead and pushed it out until the end of the month. But hopefully we get a big, floodgate. The floodgates open, because up here it's been raining a lot. We just had a big ice storm, and historically, the Pacific Northwest is not. We have a lot of fair weather golfers, and so once we get the word out, and I just received my trophies the other day, and they're looking pretty sweet. So I'm going to be taking pictures of those and get those on Facebook and whatnot, and trying to really push the next couple of weeks to get some people signed up. But yeah, once we start April, like you were saying earlier, once April hits, we're going to be going.
You talked about fair weather golfers and a lot of rain. In Hilton had a few weeks ago, we got snow. We got, about 4 inches of snow. And today in parts of North Carolina, it snowed.
Wow. Yeah.
And so, if it's cold outside, I don't even go outside. But, and
you give me shit.
Yeah, but I just own it. I just, okay. So if you can go swing, you got to come harder than that. When my granddaughter calls me Tiny Pops, and I say, okay, you got to come stronger than, oh, you're not going to go outside because it's cold. So,
yeah, but we have some good. Me going down this little adventure was pretty late in, and the decision was made pretty quick. So, I think I got a pretty good little, roster of courses just for our first year. I really went for value and then value for the courses we're playing. I mean, Santiam golf course is very underrated, I think. And it's a beautiful course there, right in the middle of the valley. We've got Langdon Farms, which is one of our premier courses up here. Very beautiful, very well maintained. So like I said, but I do plan. I mean, I'm in talks with Bandon Dunes. It's getting a little tough to get in there for big groups, but they're now doing a I keep wanting to say lottery, or yeah, I guess it is a lottery system. You get in there and put your name down, and if you're drawn, you get to schedule a tournament. And
Wow.
yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever played Bandon Dunes, but
It's a bucket list. It's on my bucket list for sure.
There's years that I was invited, I never went. And finally I went, and I'm like, I live 4 hours away. It's a beautiful track, and I think they're adding a couple more courses. So
Yeah, I've never heard anybody complain that, like around here, people will complain, oh, I got to go to Myrtle Beach and play golf. Like, man, I have to go to Myrtle Beach. But I've never heard anybody complain that they've got to go to Bandon Dunes and play golf. I mean, and I've never heard when they come back say, oh, it was awful. So, I mean, it's obviously that's the place people want to play. Yeah.
It's beautiful. I mean, if you get on the website and you even listen to there's a little video or audio that they have of I think it's the architect of the golf course talking about the golf course. Just listening to that little audio, oh, you just want to jump in the car and go and play. It's just the way he describes the holes is just, and then having played it, it's.
Yeah, I think when me and my group of guys, when we decide to go, we're going to spend a week.
Oh, yeah.
2 rounds a day and just hit all the courses.
Yeah, they have a little, I wouldn't call it, I guess it is a par 3 little course. Shorties, I think it's what it's called. Oh, man, that is so much fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. The punch bowl is amazing there. They have a little putting green that's huge, and you see a lot of people.
I know what you're talking about. I can't wait.
Yeah, you see a lot of groups out there. You'll see guys out there with hundreds of dollars on putts just because they're, that's usually the end of the day or so they've had a few beverages.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot of shenanigans going around at the punch bowl.
I hope you get that.
I know.
I will clear
really
my schedule.
Yeah. Also, Pacific Northwest, I'm looking at Chambers Bay. That one's a little, I wouldn't say it's tough to get in there, but I need to do my research as far as, how to navigate, because it's a little trek for a lot of the guys that are already in, but there's a few courses around there that I want to, at least the home course is really close to. That's another great course up there. But yeah, got a lot of big plans. Hopefully we can make it happen.
Well, just look at your schedule now. I mean, very reasonably priced compared to, a lot of tours and what we're dealing with across the country. But what would you say is if the people that are listening, they could only go to one tournament out Pacific Northwest, which one should they go to?
God, it's Heron Lakes is great. It's a great little track. But at Langdon Farms, I keep going back to Langdon Farms. It's a great golf course, and their restaurant's amazing. They've got, and the time I'm going to be playing, it's going to be nice weather, so they've got capacity to seat hundreds of people, right? So we can stretch our legs and have fun after the round and during the round. But Langdon Farms is probably one of my favorite courses that is on my schedule right now.
That's awesome. And weather in August is what up there?
It's you'll be low 90s maybe. Really depends. Sometimes we get pretty hot, but I'd say anywhere from 85 to 95, right in there.
That's not hot.
Oh no, that's not hot. And it's not South Carolina hot either. I mean, you can be out there and be, it's going to be hot, but you're not. The South, I've been in the South in the summer, and that was, you walk outside and you need to, you're just drenched.
Yeah. Yeah, but the one good thing about here in the summer, though, is we get the ocean breeze, and so yeah, it's hot. And if you're off the ocean a little bit, or you're in town a little bit, yeah, it's hot. But I try and get out to where the ocean breeze can blow on me a little bit. I'm fine. I mean, it's but in terms of Chris playing golf, he only plays golf if it's 80 degrees, low humidity, no wind.
So
You say that, but when we look back at it, the two regionals that I got second place was nothing like that. It was humid and hot, sweating right out of the airport, and then the other one we got drenched on, downpour. Remember those poor D flighters and C flighters coming in all soggy?
I was inside.
Yeah, both times.
So Julio, tell us about your game. It looks like you're a pretty good golfer in the A flight.
Oh, I'm a hack.
Oh,
No.
well, no. So we're not going to talk about your two most recent scores, but
Oh, that was it at Paiute, and that was probably the windiest. I played it at Bandon Dunes a few times when it's windy and it's rainy, but this was, if you were on the top side of the top side of a hill or the green or whatever, it was hard to keep the ball on the green, and it's just comedy of errors on the second day. It got bad, but I had fun. I tried to have fun. I enjoyed the round as much as I could, but yeah, it was pretty windy.
But the courses out there, I was out there this year, obviously, but last year, courses out there are phenomenal.
Oh yeah, it was beautiful.
If we could just get out there where the weather would be, have the wind calm down a little bit, and temperatures are just a little bit warmer than they were last year, I think that'd be perfect.
Yep. And I think they did say they're going to push it out a week or maybe move it up a week, I think is what I heard, which might help. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that time of year in Vegas, it's
hit or miss.
Right.
Yep.
Just is what it is.
Because we actually played Wolf, what's it called? Wolf Creek? No. Yeah. Wolf Creek, that Friday, we had no wind, and it was probably 64, 65 degrees. Beautiful. Beautiful. Man, I had visions of grandeur for Paiute, man. I was going to go low.
How'd you do in the casinos?
Oh God, we're not going to talk about that either. Especially if the
My
wife.
fault. My fault.
I'm looking over my shoulder to see if my wife can hear me. So
Yeah, I understand that.
I broke even.
Good call. Good call. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Julio, thank you so much for spending some time with us. Give us some closing thoughts for those listening, and why they should come out and see you guys out in Pacific Northwest.
Yeah. We really want to build this tour to where people not only are going to have good golf courses and reasonably priced golf courses, but the people in this tour are going to be nice. They're going to be welcoming. They're going to be, it's going to be, I'm going to say it's going to be like family. I want it to be where we can come and enjoy each other's company because, you're out there on the golf course but at the same time, competitive too. I want it to be a competitive round, but I want you to have fun doing it, And so the future, I'm hoping for some pumpkin ridges and that's another great course, but look for us in the next couple of years and we hope to get some people to fly out to us.
I hope so. And obviously I think you're going to get some pretty good crowds this year too. But we do need to get some people to, we encourage people to travel all the time. Now, getting out to see you, let's make a trip of it, right? Let's get 5 or 6 guys and let's just go out and play.
Yep. And a lot of my courses or a lot of my tournaments are 1-dayers, right? I have one at the end that's a 2-day, but I get heads up, you guys are coming out or you got a group of 3 or 4 or 5. We'll set up some courses to, go have some fun.
Yeah, you got Chambers Bay out there that I played. Castle Creek, I believe it's called.
Yeah,
I played that one. That was fun. That was a fun course to play. So yeah, like you said, and then you got, Seattle you can go to and just hang out. It's a whole big trip. I enjoyed that trip. That's probably one of my favorite trips that I've done. So I'm glad you guys are back. And you get that Bandon Dune you give me a call. I'll get a whole group of guys out there to go play.
Oh yeah, that's man. I'm crossing my fingers. So, yep. Hopefully we can get in there.
That'd be awesome. All right, my friend. You take care of yourself again. Thanks so much for spending some time with us, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Have a good time.
Let's take a break from the show to hear about Srixon's ZX Mark II drivers.
ZX Mark II drivers are for major players, major winners, major power. All new ZX Mark II drivers, only from Srixon.
Man, it was great to get to know Julio. You know, I've been out there, went and played Chambers Bay, like I said, and it was a great time. So, I mean, even the courses out there were amazing, and I'm pretty sure he's got a wide range. And I'm telling you, if he gets that Bandon invitation, and we can make it a big event, I will be down there.
Yeah,
I will shuffle around some tournaments to get down there.
Yeah, the big issue there, as everybody knows, is getting there, because it's not easy to get to. But
Right.
if we have a tournament there, I'm sure we will find a way to get there. Big ass box and all.
We will be there.
Yeah.
I'll get you a nice big van if we need to.
With captain shares.
We'll figure it out.
All right. Well, let's see how it goes. And but again, he seemed like a fun guy. Looking forward to meeting him. I'm sure he's going to do well out there. Obviously, the first year is tough, but you know he does have a lot of guys from the tour previously. I think we last year was the first year that there wasn't a tour up there, so I'm sure guys are itching to get back into it.
Yeah, especially when they find out or hear that the tour is back.
Yeah.
They'll definitely jump on, because I know the previous director was great, and I don't see why they wouldn't be excited to come back and play.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, again, the whole idea of coming out to Hilton Head in October sounds like a pretty good place to be, as opposed to the Pacific Northwest in October.
Agreed. Even though I went in June and it was nice, so.
Oh yeah, it's nice then, but I mean,
Right.
that's not when national championship is, though.
Right. I'm just saying, I was in the Pacific Northwest in June. It was great.
Congratulations. Oh God, we're not even drinking, man. I mean,
No.
is.
It's too early for that.
Is it?
For me?
Come on.
Anyways,
Let's move on. All right. So let's go ahead and transition into talking to the winners from the Senior Icebreaker this year.
let's do it.
Welcome to the Plantation Club in Sea Pines, home of famed golf courses Bandon Dunes and Heron Point. This is the first senior regional of the 2025 season, the Senior Icebreaker, and we've got the first champion of the year in the champ flight from the Central Carolina Tour, William Carter. William, congratulations on the win.
Thank you. I had a good time out there.
So were you here last year?
I was not.
Well, you're smart, because the weather we had this weekend it was it's actually a Friday, Saturday, was vastly different. It was cold and rainy, and the wind was blowing.
Missed it last year.
You really had it. I really had it. So this is the weather we're looking for all the time.
Everything's great. It's gonna be something.
70 degrees every day. Sun's been out. No real wind to speak of.
No, back down today a little bit.
I was inside.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Just a little bit.
So yesterday, round one was Bandon Dunes, which I love that Bandon Dunes. It's a phenomenal course. It's very challenging, and you shot even par 72, and that in and of itself is an accomplishment. So tell us about that.
It's a good day. Slow start. After 6 holes, I think I was 3 over par.
Oh wow, okay.
And then I leveled out and finished 3 under the rest of the day. So you shoot even par. Has a good comeback, after a slower start.
What do you think of the last 3 holes?
Very challenging. But yeah, they really good. The last hole especially was really, tough driving hole than a longer second shot.
Yeah. So a lot of things with Langdon Dunes. You talk about the last 3 holes, but my favorite hole is hole 15, that par 3. You're hitting right into the ocean. Yeah, it's a beautiful.
Yeah, it's a signature hole. It's a great place to play and see that hole every time you come here. So I've bet up and down for 3 with a good 3.
That's perfect. Yeah. What about hole 9? Because I love that hole too. I love watching other people play that.
Yes. Usually if we were playing each other for fun, we'd go for the green in 2. Right. I didn't yesterday. So just and in 3 and made a par.
Smart. Yeah. Smart. So you're one back going in today. Jay Barnes was one under. So again, that's really good round.
He had a great day yesterday too. Yeah.
And so we're playing Heron Point today. Heron Point's a little bit different course. It's still very challenging.
Definitely. Yeah.
And you were 4 under going into 18.
I was.
You finished 2 under, but that's okay.
Yeah. I had one tough shot there on 18 and hit it in the water by a few yards. That's all right. Made a good up and down for a 6. And some 6s are pretty good 6s.
That's also you have. So, but 4 birdies.
Yeah.
Or the rest bars in the 1 double.
They were. Yeah, good day. Bogey free till 18. So that's always a good goal, is to be bogey free. Doesn't happen often.
Doesn't happen often. But again, especially with competition you're playing with. Jay Barnes is right at you, former national champion.
Yeah.
I mean, that last group in the champ flight. You're playing with good golfers all the time. So talk about the course and the round today. Obviously it was very good, but what was your mindset going through each hole?
Well, based on yesterday's round, I was trying to hit my irons better, which I believe for the first 12 or 13 holes I hit every green in regulation. So that was a great start, but the other guys were doing it too. So we were all putting for birdie and trying to get our speeds right. Some dropped. Fine. It took a little while to figure everything out. With the fall this morning, the greens were a little bit wet at times, so it's slower than yesterday.
Yes.
So we figured it out, and everybody had their share of birdies. And I had some back-to-back birdies on the back 9, and that's good. That's what you got here. Yeah, we were tied before that happened. So very good competition out there for sure. Yeah.
So when you talk about you want to hit your irons better, what does that mean? Especially when you're talking to somebody like me who's I just want to hit my irons.
Better contact. Just in general, under pressure. For me, and other players too, we probably hit it a little thin, a little pad at times, but for me it's thin, so trying to make a good contact, better divots, and you make the ball go the right distance, That's it, that key control, yeah. That's always key. That was good. The distance was better.
Well, what's next for you?
Let's see, playing Dennis's tournament, the Verput 4-ball. Very good 4-ball. Yeah, that's a lot of fun up. Yeah, that really is, I think that's 2 weeks away.
Yep.
And but Odie and I won that last year. Okay. So we're going to go defend that title. And Big Dennis and his partner in a good battle.
Well, good luck with it. And by the way, if anybody's watching, you haven't played the 4-ball event, that's all right, you should try.
Yeah, this course is a Barefoot Resort in North Myrtle Beach. Great place.
Well, what do we get? Thanks so much for your time. Congratulations, and see you soon.
Okay, thank you.
Take care.
Back at the Plantation Club with the 8th flight champion, familiar face from the Charlotte Tour Director Scott Allen. Scott, congratulations on the win. We've been waiting for this for a few years, haven't we?
Actually, I've won 2 years. Yeah. So I've won this 2 times in 2 years.
So last year with the weather though was
about yeah, but
perfect weather. We talked a little bit about it. Perfect weather. 70 degrees, really no wind to really think of. But yesterday at Langdon Dunes, you shot 79. You were right in the mix. I think you were in second place.
tied for first.
Okay. Oh, so it was 270.
Yeah.
So you're right where you want to be. Talk about that round yesterday.
So actually, I put pretty decent and made a couple of doubles on the front check 49. The back 9, I kind of came back. I made 3 birdies on the back 9 and 1 double on the pitches on that short part 4, which was I shot 38 on the back. It was close. It felt I think you swing that last week. It just took a little bit of time, and I sit practice, and I kind of came together at the back 9 yesterday. Yeah. So, it clicked and entered shoot the 79, which was nice. It kind of came back to the field. Right. Not playing there.
Thank you. How'd you do 16, 17, 18? Those are the 3 holes that
yesterday.
Yeah.
So, 16, I hit it as a bunker in front. Left wrist never made double. 17 made that fun, and then 8 that birdie, then knocked it up there about 6. That's just a birdie in 18. That's a rating at $500 super skater was no.
We'll take that.
Yeah, take that. Definitely.
But I mean, if you can get through 16, 17, 18 at or near par,
Yeah,
I mean, that's still pretty. That's good with those 3 holes. So coming in today, tied for first. We went out and shot 76 with a double and 18. Walk us through the.
So front 9, I was actually 5 over after 8 holes.
Okay.
And that was 4 passes. And then we got to 9, and I had a perfect drive, the main Philly. And then 10, I hit it right over the top of the flag, missed the putt. 11, I birdied. And then I birdied 13, LC, and I birdied 11, 14, and 16. At 16 was another great shot I hit on par 3. I just absolutely hit against the wind right up there about 12 feet and made it. So it was a really nice 18. I kind of screwed up. I was aiming up to the right hole, and I kind of laid it over the top a little bit in the water, but I know we had a 5 shot.
Yeah, I mean, you had a pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good cushion. So yeah, at first, obviously we're coming in at 13-14. That was really close. We had 3 guys all together, and then those guys kind of blew it. It was you made a triple, and the other guy made a double, and there was one hole I made birdie, he made triple. So it was a swing. So it was that was really kind of the key. He got me ahead by a couple of shots, and I just maintained it from there.
Winning this tournament is a great way to start the year. Yeah, obviously you're nationally taken care of, but as tour director, what's next for the senior tour? What's up for golf?
So we have in Charlotte, we have the Carolina Lakes, which is the senior course at Del Weather, and we have next Saturday, which is it's following Wednesday. And then we go to Edgewaters for the senior Salisbury at least for the regular treat, and it's just country club all the Frank venue things. So yeah, things are rolling. We had a great week last week. I mean, the weather was phenomenal. After snowing, exactly. We got lucky. We had 60 degrees on Saturday for our regular week, and we had almost 75 degrees on Tuesday when we played for the senior. So it was a lot of fun.
And how's registration coming for Sequoia?
Really good. We've got, I think, 70 registered for the regular and about 50 for the senior. And, but it's early. I'm not really too worried about it because everyone loves Sequoia. And the guys, I've been talking to the guys here and all they want to come play. So I know we're not going to have any issue.
Yes. So if you haven't registered for that yet, if you haven't registered for any of the regions that you want to go to, don't wait because they will sell out. So don't wait.
I would say by the end of March we'll be sold out for the May 3rd and 4th, and then probably with the senior because we have more more seniors that have to do a regular numbers, so we'll sell out early April for the seniors as well. And I know a lot of guys are excited because they love the casino. We got a great rate. I mean, we got a weekend rate of $189, which is usually $499. We got a weekday rate of $89.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So I mean, the casino and everybody, we'll just gamble and
have a good time.
Yeah, we'll have a great time. So,
well, Scott,
a lot of fun.
Scott, thanks so much for taking a couple minutes with us. I appreciate it. And congratulations, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you so much.
All right, we're back at the Plantation Club, the B-Flake champion, Larry Hyman from Augusta. Larry, you had a good couple of days.
I did.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. You were confident. 5 over for the tournament.
Yeah, 5 over. It's the lowest tournament round they've ever shot.
That's pretty awesome. Well, you were 5 over yesterday. So you shot even farther.
Even farther today.
Let's start with the Langdons because B-Flake player shot 5 over 7 Langdons. That is.
He just played.
That's a phenomenal squad. So walk us through that.
Well, start going even par round. Unfortunately, now they couldn't make the guy who was friendly.
Dude, I knew.
No drama. We just played good golf, played each other. And my game is short down the middle and hopefully hit a green or two. I was fortunate enough to do that. And I probably made more feet of clear than Scotty Sheffield.
Well, as long as you make it, that's all that matters, right? So you
plus a chip hit. So
anytime you don't have it, it makes it even better. So 5 over yesterday, even par today on a Heron Point course. Even though you get, I don't even want to talk about it, but you bogeyed 18. So,
I did.
So you could have been under it with Hayes.
I had about a 10-footer for par, 18's a driver, full wood, and a wedge. That's how it plays for me into the wind.
Well, so we've already had the champ flight when they come through and then the A flight when they come up. So you beat both of them. So the champ flight player doubled 18.
No.
A flight player doubled 18. You bogeyed 18. But anyway, even par, we had from the like you got a couple players.
That's actually my best tournament last week. Yeah, lowest total.
Okay, so what did you shoot national championship here? Just
Oh my goodness. I played close to 9-1. So there you go. It's in the record.
It's in the record. You
in
can
the
see it.
record.
And that's going to show you anything can happen to anybody at any tournament. But I tell you,
86 practice round on Thursday. So
that's all about it. And these are easy courses.
no, sir.
And so you come out here.
They're very nice. They're well conditioned. We enjoy coming here to play.
How about the weather there?
Oh, well,
70s, sunny, shorts on the weekend. I came out here yesterday and I was like, I said, forget that tomorrow. I come over. I'll definitely be in shorts. And I told my wife because we live through here. I said, you need sunscreen already. So there's a sunscreen bag for my house. So beautiful weather here. 2 weeks ago we had let snow.
that's true.
So
Yeah, I'm from Augusta. We did as well.
So if you miss this tournament, it's on you. At least come out here next year and do it. So what's next week? What's the next tournament for you?
Local tournament in Augusta. It'll be Westlake.
Okay.
Westlake Club. Beautiful golf course. I've asked the guys that I played with all weekend and said, man, if you get a chance, come down and play. Play the Augusta tournament as a guest. You're a little lucky.
Yes, Steve Kulik, your tour director, he and I were actually talking about that like 10 minutes ago. Some of the courses he's got you guys are not phenomenal.
Well, I want to thank Dennis for putting on the show here. It's beautiful. The course is in great condition. The people that work on it, manicure.
Well, apparently you're the one who put the show on. You won by 7 strokes. I mean, I'll say, heck of a job. Congratulations on the win. You got your national championship lead for it.
That's what I heard.
So that's taken care of right off the get-go.
I didn't know it was paid for. I thought I was disqualified, but it's paid for.
You're paid for it.
Oh, you.
How about that?
That's awesome.
You can't ask for anything better, right?
No way.
Well, Larry, thanks a lot again. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you soon.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right, back in the Plantation Club with the Sea Flight champion from the Augusta Tour, John Cullen. John, congratulations, bud. It was kind of tight coming down the end. And let's keep sitting in here watching and keep refresh. You came from, I think it was 6 strokes fast. I was 7 back up and into the day. I 7 back. Yeah, that's a pretty good day. So let's start with yesterday, Landon Dunes. Tell me about that.
Great course. I love Atlanta Dunes. I love coming down there and playing that course. One of my favorites.
It is.
You got to hit the ball well. I hit it decent. Anything that is, you'll take any time you play that course, and I did. And so yeah, it's a great course. Enjoyed it.
How did you finish 16, 17, 8? Because to me, there's 5 holes in that course I local. Okay, 16, 17, 18. Let's do another first. How did you finish 16?
So 16, I parred it.
All right.
I bogeyed 17. I bogeyed 8.
Yep. For a Sea Flight player, that's good. That's really good. When I look at Champ Flight, Champ Flight can come through there at even, 1 over. They're really playing well. So Sea Flight player coming in at 2 over on those 3 holes. That's great. How'd you go on 15? Par 3. Hit into the water. That's probably one of my favorite holes.
But it's one of my favorite courses on the island. I come down here about 6 times a year.
Okay.
So that's one of my favorite holes on the island. I actually bogeyed that hole as well. Left edge of the green and 3 putted where I wasn't mad at it.
Yeah, I just love that.
Yeah, I just love the hole.
But 9. Because 9 is also somebody you can walk. A lot of times you walk away just cussing on your breath.
Yeah, 9, I double bogeyed that hole. I had a good driver night. You were there when I hit my driver hole. Actually, you taking pictures. I bombed her. The driver just rolled into the mulch by 1 foot and it got next to a limb, and I didn't really have a shot. So I just kind of had to punch out and then just kind of muffled up from there. But I say the stroke, I got double bogey, From that point, you take it.
Yes, seems that. So coming into today, you had 7 strokes back. Played really pretty even.
Yeah.
And
you work in the final group, which may have been a good thing. So you played really well until final 2 holes. You triple 17 and then double 18. But I'm not even gonna. We're gonna discount 18. I'll tell everybody why here in a second. 17.
17, so I haven't been hitting driver all day. I can hit my 3-wood far enough on that course, play fine. I hit and my hybrid as well. We'll drive on the hole for some reason, wide open, par 5, and no business pulling, and I flared it right. And it was out of bounds by 6 8 inches. It was out of bounds. It was one of the ones where it was iffy, but it was out of bounds. And I think it's out of bounds. I think feeling the way it works. And then I couldn't save me dick in there, so I tripled it.
And again, that is what it is. They open the door. They have the open door to out behind you. And then 18, you double bogey. But here's the thing with 18. 18 is a tough hole. It's a tough hole. The wind's picked up a little bit from earlier today. And when I look at the other winners, Champ played double, A played double, B played bogey. So that's something you have to really kind of consider when the other play winners are doing the same thing. Is that tells you that whole playing tough.
But yeah, it's a hard hole. Right now playing into that way, and I know yardage-wise is not overly long, but it's playing 50, 60 yards further than what it says.
Yeah, you got the water on the left-hand side. You're coming in, and you got to be smart as a bank. But anyway, what's next for you?
I'm probably going to go ahead and sign up for the regional over in Alabama. Okay, first off on, I'll go ahead and probably do that one. Our regular tour, I think it starts sometime in March. I'll hit a few of those. I'll sign up for the regular tour as well and just bounce. I like playing I like just playing where I want to play. Like I've played multiple tours all over, and when I feel like playing, I'd say, of course, I go play.
Yeah, I mean, you come over and play in the So, well, national is and that national championship taken care of that. People, cool. I'll be hearing it. That's one thing I'll push you got to worry about. So, I appreciate it. Congratulations. And we'll see you around soon.
Thank you, but take care, chef.
All right, back in the Plantation Club with our final winner of the tournament, Phil Rosper from the Indianapolis Tour. Phil, congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're the first wire winner we've had today. You're leading yesterday by, I think, 2 or 3 strokes. Three strokes, and you beat Mitch Green from the Charlotte Tour today by 2 strokes. He had a good day, but you just continue to play steady. So congratulations.
Thank you. You mentioned Mitch, and he was a pleasure to play with, and
that's not humble.
That's nice. He was pushing, and so was Adam, and so was believe it or not, Michael Jordan.
Yes, I heard Michael Jordan was here.
He was.
I like that. And you mentioned on the way in that Robert was here, Roberto was here, and he's always hanging out. He was third before. He's 2-time national champion, back to back. Yeah. So you always got to be careful about him because he will always show up.
He came out of nowhere today. He sure did. Yeah, he sure did.
So let's talk about your round yesterday at Langdon Dunes. How'd that go?
It was steady, which is extremely unusual for me. I think I had 2 triples, and other than that, it was kind of a mix of pars and bogeys, and they get worked out. Quite frankly, I played in the Nationals maybe 3 or 4 times. I played in this the second year now, and I've never played these courses as well as I played the last 2 days. That's all ever.
Well, that's awesome. And that's, to win a regional, you have to put back-to-back rounds together. You can't just have one good round, expect to win. So put 2 good rounds back-to-back. That's what you really have to do.
Well, I actually tried to play smart for once.
Whole gang, too. Again, that never ends up working out for me.
Hole 18, driving, 6-iron. I'm maybe 45 yards away, 9-iron punch and run because everybody else is going in the water. It's like, let's get it on the green or try to 2-putt, walk away.
So did you par bogey? I bogeyed it. Okay, so just so that you know, Champ flight double bogey, winner. A flight winner, double bogey. B flight winner bogey. C flight winner, double. D flight gear winner. So none of the winners is part of that hole. So that tells you really how difficult that hole is playing. I played it to be. See,
And that's, for somebody that's a deflate, that's really what needs to be done. I mean, because trying to make pars, trying to force par and get the bogey and walk away like you're screwed up, bogey is par. Yeah. Well, and so that's awesome. And I got to give credit to no I didn't putt that great today, but I walk out of the condo. She says, "Remember, staying closer to the ball, eyes straight down." I got to give her some credit. So this is going to go live not on Monday, but 2 weeks from now. I'll send you the link. Make sure that she watches that. So she can't ever say you never got any credit. Never. All right. So make sure she watches there. So I see you got a Vietnam veteran hat order. You're a veteran? Thank you. So I'm a two injury short in tours of duty in Vietnam. God bless. God bless. Thanks you so much for your service. Appreciate it. So what's next for you? Besides going home where it's cold? Well, go back to Indianapolis and wait for the tour to start. I think the first one's in April, so we'll see what the weather's like. Usually soggier than I'll get out in April on the so. Well, you don't have to live up. Tell my wife that. I've been telling her we can. So here's what you do, okay? Remember, she's going to listen to this. So you gave her credit for that. She's got to listen to you and say, okay, you're right. We need to move south. There you go. Good luck with that. Let me know how it works out. I'll let you know. Thanks so much again. Congratulations. National championship is paid for. So hopefully we'll see you around here real soon. Sounds great. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, take care.
Let's take a break from the show to hear about Strixon's ZX Mark II irons.
A great iron set needs more than good looks. It's got to be fast and got to be pure. But good looks never hurt either. The all-new ZX Mark II irons from Strixon.
Chris, I really do enjoy interviewing winners, after regionals and after nationals. You get a chance to talk to the guys and let's just say the winners. Number one, how excited they are. Right. Number two, especially where we were in for the Senior Icebreaker, those are two really tough courses, and you're playing them back to back. But there was again nice weather this year for that, so it was a pleasant surprise. But if you look at the winners, B-Flight winner shot his two lowest rounds ever, back to back. Everybody was shocked. It's one of those times when people say, "Oh, check his numbers." Yeah, go ahead and pull up his numbers and check. Everybody on his tour that was there. I mean, they were shocked, but so happy for him to turn in those two rounds like that. That's really such a good feeling.
Yeah, it is. It's when you catch lightning in a bottle, basically, for a weekend, and being able to get those low rounds. I mean, I know, especially in our tour, when somebody comes with a low round, you're happy for them, and that's the last thing you want to do is check their scores. So it's good to see, and to do it for 2 rounds on 2 difficult courses, that's just an awesome weekend, and you can't get off that high for a while.
Yeah, and to secure your spot in national championship, the first weekend of the year, that's a huge weight lifted off everybody anyway, right?
Right.
I mean,
right.
With that tournament, not only did you qualify, but it's taken care of, it's paid for. So now you don't necessarily have to worry about qualifying. Yeah, you still have to play your events, but you don't necessarily have to worry about, oh my gosh, if I don't finish in 4th place, I'm not going to get enough points.
Right.
You can go out there, you can work on your game, you can get better, you can start to peak when you really need to peak and not necessarily have to press.
Correct. No, that's a good point, and it allows your season to be to have less stress, because now you're just playing stress-free golf, and you're just trying to do the best you can that particular day and not have to really worry about, like you said, the points race. You're already qualified, you're already in. But then you can already start your planning for that trip too.
Right. But book your Airbnb day. Do it now.
Might as well get it done now.
Exactly. Exactly. We've got. I cannot believe that it's the end of February, dude.
Yeah, I can't either. It's gone too fast. Before you know it, we're gonna be hitting some regionals and then having directors meeting and hopefully have some new bourbon out there.
Oh, let's hope so. Let's hope so. I mean, the bourbon I'm talking about,
Right.
Everything else, if the time could just slow down just a little bit, that'd be nice. I mean, we got 2 other regionals coming up here, real soon. We just had the floorball this past weekend, and let me tell you something. It's cold. It was cold.
Bundle up. They bundled up because, from what I heard, it was not a pleasant temperature.
Maybe they played fast.
I doubt.
I got to talk down and see how fast they actually played. If it were me, we'd be playing real fast. Let's go. So, but I mean, we've got the Virginia Regional comes out. I mean, the next episode after this one comes out after the Virginia Regional on March 8th and 9th at Kingsmill. And by the way, if you haven't registered for that yet, it's too late. It's already sold out.
Yes, sold out, all paid for.
180 players, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's a circus in itself to try to get all those groups paired up. Trust me, I know.
180 players. Yeah, I know. I've been there. And when we did Whistling Straits that first year, we were at 180. We did 2 rounds. We did a morning flight and an afternoon, late evening flight. Let's just go with that.
Yeah, I remember that. I went to that one. Having to run in on 18 before you lose all light.
You got to do what you got to do. But then after that, the very next weekend is St. Patrick's Day at Paulie's True Blue, and that puts us in the middle of March. And we're really rolling. And we're really rolling. So, I do believe that there are some spots open for the St. Patrick's Day Regional. So if you have not registered for that one, please do.
There's some spots open for that one, and then might as well throw it out there now as well. The ones in April too, April 5th and 6th, the Shoals Regional.
Yep.
That one's got plenty of spots open.
Yep.
And then you have the one that I'm hoping you'll be there with me. The Ohio Regional at Firestone Country Club.
Yeah.
There's a lot of spots open for that one as well.
Yeah, I think that's going to start filling up. I had a conversation with an unnamed tour director last night after you and I got off the phone, and they were a little worried. I told them just relax. I mean, it's just relax. It's going to be fine.
Especially for being a new one too. Like you have to, people have plans of which ones they're going to go to and which ones they're not.
Yeah.
I know, me and my regional traveling group, we already kind of rough estimate of which ones we're going to go to. And then if something else pops up, it's like, all right, let's change plans. Let's pivot real quick. But I mean, you have to be patient. You have to wait. I mean, if you look at it right now, for instance, one of the bigger ones, the TPC Scottsdale one, there's only 21 players registered.
Yeah, that's
so you can't really be concerned too much about where you're at right now, because you still got, once this podcast comes out, a full month of registration. So
exactly. And so that'll be fine. But almost all these regionals are going to sell out. So don't wait. Just go ahead and sign up and get registered and let's get going on it.
Yes, don't wait. You don't want to be the last one that hopes to get in because somebody drops out or whatever.
Exactly. So and then we've got the contest for the year.
contest for the year.
We do have our
we have one entry. We're not going to say what or who, but we would like somebody to compete against that one entry when we present to the big boss. So, get on your tour directors. Ask them if they've submitted. All you gotta do is ask, have you submitted your member entry for the month for the podcast?
So that somebody can win, free entry in the national championship, and we can honor somebody who is the epitome of what we're looking for in a member of the tour.
Yes, definitely.
And they're out there. They're out there. They're all over the country. I mean, they really are. I can look at the Atlanta tour, and I can pick a handful of guys that are the guys that, man. Number one, thank you for being a member of the tour. Thank you for being a champion of the tour. All those things, and so. And I know you've got guys like that, and when we were at the senior regional, looking at some of the guys that were playing, I know you from this tour, I know you from that tour, all those things that we always talk about. Those guys are around, and need to make sure that our tour directors are recognizing them.
For sure.
Get it in.
Get it in quick, because before you know it, the end of the month's going to happen. Just like halfway through the season's going to happen, and you're not even know what happened.
Exactly. So the real issue for this episode, we're going to focus on Chris. This is
no.
This is what the episode's all about.
No, it's not.
I had to do a welfare check on you a couple weeks ago.
Yes, you did. You and a handful of other people did. This is what I don't like about the live scoring system now, is that everybody gets to see what you shoot any given day.
Well, 2 days before that, you loved it.
Right. And then you go out there and you throw out a score that you thought you would never see again in your career. And it happened. And it happened with a pickup on 18. I didn't even make it to the green on 18.
That's a good thing. Just
pace of play.
Yeah, let it go. You can't be the one holding everybody up.
Right. Especially when you're playing with the champ flight guys, you don't want to hold them up.
Right. You can't be that guy. So what happened? Was it just a? I know it was windy and the only reason why I know it was windy, because I saw a post that you had on Instagram or something, Instagram, Facebook. I don't know where it was, but I saw it, and you were giving the announcements, and it was windy.
Yeah, it was windy for a good portion of it. But it was also tough conditions. We have the privilege of being able to start our season end of January, early February. But 90% of the courses are still in their winter grass era. So it's just things that we have to deal with it. This one was a little bit more drier than the other ones. And just some tough breaks, man. Like I hit front of the greens, nice approach shot, and it would roll through and down the hill onto the cart path behind the green. And it's just like, what can I do then? So just really tough breaks. Tried to mentally stay in it the best I could. Had a couple pars in the back. Had some birdie chances, just couldn't convert, and then just hit a brick wall on one hole, and it kind of just tumbled from there. But I'm glad I got it out of my system, and we'll see what happens at my next event. Hit the range for 2.5 hours a couple days after that, after I was done tending to my wounds, and had a good session. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, looking at the scores for everybody on that tournament, they were high. I mean, winning score for A flight was 86.
Right.
Winning score for B flight was Stephanie, God bless her, with a 90.
And so that one, listen to this one. That one, she was going into her last hole with Ken Copeland, And if they both parred, no, if Ken parred and she bogeyed, which was possible on that hole because there's water all on the right side, we would have had a 5-way playoff for first place.
Oh my God! So
You
what
would have
happened?
a 5-player playoff?
I don't know. I think probably 3 or 4 is probably. I know I can remember definitely some 3s. Maybe you've had a 4.
Yeah, I was kind of rooting for it, not gonna lie, but she ended up parring and taking the win by 1. But I mean, we were all there waiting. You could see everybody refreshing their phones,
Right.
trying to turn the score, and I had to keep reminding people like, hey, there could be something wrong. It might not be accurate. We have to wait and kind of verify and make sure. And sure enough, she parred it to take the win.
I like seeing her name up the top of the leaderboard, but even again, with a 90 in the B flight, that's high.
Right, that's a 21 event index, so
Yeah.
it is high. But I mean, besides D flight, who won by 6 strokes, everybody else won by 1. And even the champ flighter, he came back. He was down 3 or 4 strokes with 5 holes to go and came back to win. So it shows you that it doesn't end until after 18 holes.
Exactly.
That's for sure.
Exactly. Even if you have to pick up.
Right. Even if you have to pick up. I mean, even the second place for D flight, he's 13 or 14 years old.
Good for him.
And just wants to get more competitive golf. So it was his first tournament as a Golf Week member and took second place. So
awesome. Well, let's let him get a couple rounds in, and maybe we get him one over the summer.
Yeah, definitely. I know he was excited to play, and you can just see in his face when he came back talking about the holes and what he did here and what he did there. He was just super stoked to even be in the top half of it.
That's awesome. How do you find us?
His dad plays on the tour. He's a good friend of mine. So finally he wanted to play, and he's playing on the school team. And was just like, I told him, let's get him some more competition. Let's see what we can do.
That's a really good point. So we had Jared. That's how he got involved with it, and now his name Asher Lopez.
Asher Lopez.
Mm-hmm. Lopez. I mean, so that's 2. If you have if you're members or not members and you hear this, that the tour is a great place for high school students to come out and get that competition. It's actually a great place for college students to come out and get some competition over summer as well.
It just keeps that competitive flow, as opposed to just going and beating up on your friends because you're a college golfer and they're not.
Right.
Or just going out and playing practice rounds. Like, you have to actually take it as a competitive round. Think about every shot. Think about every putt. If a guy's right behind your tail, or you're right behind their tail, like, it makes you create situations so that when you're in season and that situation comes up, you can remember what you did, and maybe it'll help you calm down, or who knows what.
Yeah. And I'm not saying you put Asher with HB anytime soon, but that would be a good round for him, right? To not to, and again, I'm not putting pressure on anybody, but if you take a young kid like that and put him with somebody like HB, and HB is going to be a good mentor to him, right?
Right.
This is what it could be. This is what you could aspire to and get there. You can do that here with us. Just imagine, all of the elite golfers from the champ side that we have across the tour. If they play with a high school player, once or twice a year, what that could do, for motivation and self-esteem for those, for those high school players. Because again, at least all the champ flight guys that we've talked to here, they're nice people. They're always willing to help, and real humble, and they all get the whole idea of wanting to grow the game, and that's something that's possible here.
Right. Completely agree.
So maybe you should spend some time with HB. I don't know if I don't know if he's going to want you around, but because that's a completely different dynamic there. But
man, it was. I'm just glad it's over with. You know, every time that I've looked, I actually went back and looked at the last time I shot 100, which was about 3 years ago. And the last round after that was a real low round.
Okay.
So hopefully, you know, the streak continues. But man, it was a long 1.5-hour drive back home. I don't even think I put any music on or anything. I was just trying to figure out what happened. And, you know, and it's difficult because, like, you finish a round like this, right? You check scorecards. You run into the table to start checking in scorecards and doing awards, all that. You don't even have time to decompress and process this.
Right.
And then you have half your tour coming up and be like, did you really shoot a 100? Like, no, I just put it up there for the fun of it.
I didn't have anything else to do.
Right. And then we had one guy in our flight withdraw. And
Okay.
I had a comment come in saying, dang, the withdrawal guy almost beat you today. I'm like, wow.
Well, come on now. Now, come on. I'm all for giving you a hard time, but that's savage right there, man. You know, that's.
Hey, it comes with the territory, I guess.
It does. My God, I don't know that I'd do that to you. I mean, I'd think about it. I'd think about it, but I would do that. I don't know.
So, but it's fun though. And that's just what we do. We laugh about it. So when I come out my next event and shoot a 75, I don't want to hear anyone saying anything.
It better not. I mean, because again, it is worse. Go back to I wanted to be flight in Senior Icebreaker. We go look at his scores and what he shot at national championship. I'm not making fun of them, right? I'm just saying it.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen, and it is what it is. Let's let's celebrate those good things and make fun of the bad things.
Right.
For some people.
For some. For others, let's just check on them, make sure they're okay.
Yes. How's Billy doing? You know,
Billy's doing good. I'm actually gonna he's coming out to my next event, so we're gonna play together.
Okay.
But no, he's doing good. He's traveling the world being an influencer now. So
good for him. Good for him. Well, tell him and HB I asked about him, and look forward to seeing him sometime soon.
Will do. I know Billy's going to Firestone.
Awesome.
That's the one that we decided to do. So he'll be out there with us. Chris Sazo will be out there with us, and I'm gonna try and bring a good handful of guys out there. So it's gonna be a fun time.
So wait a second here. Let's just take a step back and let's talk this through for a second. So we're gonna have those guys with the Columbus crew.
I know.
Oh my! It's a good thing it's a 130 shotgun.
I know. Get a little sleep in, but it'll be fun. It's gonna be a fun time. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be good times. That's gonna be good times. I'm really looking forward to seeing Mick and those guys, in at Firestone. But oh my goodness. Oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. All right, my friend. It's always good seeing you.
Likewise.
Tell those guys I said hey, and everybody out there, let's get registered for tournaments. Let's get registered for regionals, because train's going, bud. We're rolling.
Yeah, quicker than we would have hoped.
Yep. All right, my friend.
Well, be safe out there. Likewise. I'll talk to you.
Bye.
All right, that's a wrap for this week's episode. But Chris, after all this time, you would think we would remember this stuff.
We forgot to tell people how to register, didn't we?
Yep, take it away.
Well, if you're not already part of the Golf Week Amateur Tour, what are you waiting for? Grab your clubs, join the fun, and see what competitive golf is all about. You can sign up today and start meeting some incredible folks who love the game as much as you do.
All you need to do is go to amateurgolftour.net, click the Join the Tour button, and pay your local tour's membership dues.
And hey, don't forget, if you're enjoying the podcast, you can catch us on all of the major podcast platforms. Be sure to download, share it with your golf buddies, and throw us a quick review if you're feeling the love. It helps us keep bringing you the good stuff and reaching even more golfers out there. Thanks for hanging with us, and until next time, keep swinging and having fun out there.
We'll see you next time. Take care.